Today, may papakita ko sa inyo bagong phone from Huawei. And this is the Huawei Nova Y70. And this is the first time na nagkaroon ng number si Nova. Normally, Nova 8, Nova 9. And this time around, may Y na siya. And Y stands for youth since this phone is simply made for the youth. So, gusto natin malaman kung ano nga bang meron dito that stands out. So, tara, buksan muna natin. Hi guys! Ako pa si Richmond ng Gadget, Sidekick, and welcome back to my channel. At kung hindi pa kayo nakapag-subscribe sa aking channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and of course that notification bell para hindi kayo ma-miss dito sa aking mga bagong uploads sa aking channel. And going back to business, hawak ko dito is the Nova Y70. And it's the first time na may letter sa Nova series. Normally, it's Nova 8, Nova 9. But this time, it's a Y series. And Y means youth. And this phone is made for the youth. Ika nga, sabi ko sa inyo kanina. And gusto na natin malaman kung ano nga bang features na dito sa phone na ito that is catered to the youth. And of course, isimulan muna natin sa quick unboxing. So, pag open natin itong box, kita natin nakabungat agad ang phone. Nasa loob ng plastic. And pagpilas natin ng plastic. And hawak ko right now is the color Midnight Black. There's other two colors, the Crystal Blue and the Pearl White. So this one is pretty much the basic color-based variant niya. And I have here inside dito sa phone na ito is a 4 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage. Now, itabi ko muna ito. Buksan natin kung ano meron pa ba dito sa loob na itong box na ito. So I have the SIM ejector pin. I have the jelly case, which is a clear one. Meron ding 22.5 watts na supercharged na charging brick at isang Type-C na cable. So right now, pasyalin ko muna kayo dito sa phone na ito. Sa ilalim, meron siyang loudspeaker, Type-C port, microphone in, and of course, ang kanyang audio jack. Sa sides, meron siyang power button / fingerprint scanner, and of course, ang kanyang volume rocker. Sa ibabaw, noise cancelling mic. Sa kabila, ang kanyang SIM tray. And pag sundot natin ng SIM tray, pag hugot, makita natin hybrid siya, no? And makita natin ang SIM tray can host either 2 nano SIM or isang nano SIM plus isang micro SD up to 512 gigs of expansion. Sa likod, meron siyang 48MP na triple camera setup. Sa harap, ang kanyang 8MP na front selfie shooter. Alright, now, try muna natin kanyang fingerprint scanner na... So, as far as I'm concerned, okay naman siya, no? Nag-respond siya, but of course, don't expect it to be as fast as mga flagship series ni Huawei, no? But of course, it's already okay since this one is a budget phone. Now, inside this phone is a high silicon na Kirin 710. It's a 4G chip, 12 nanometer size, and of course, it's being powered also by Mali GPT-1 na GPU. 4 gigs of RAM, 120 gigs of storage. And guys, na-try ko na itong phone na ito for already a couple of days here sa aking studio, and I'm quite impressed naman sa kanyang chip, and it's, well, processing fast naman. On all the apps na binato ko sa kanya, from social media to watching video and to playing some mild games. Kaya naman niya, no? And I didn't feel na nagsislow naman itong phone na ito, not even a bit. And what I like about this one is malaki ang kanyang screen size. This phone has a 6.75-inch na LCD display, HD plus ang kanyang resolution, and 60Hz ang kanyang refresh rate. Now, tinitingnan ko mga bezel niya on the side is quite thin. And probably the only one na medyo makapal is ang kanyang ilalim, ang kanyang baba. Now, this phone has a 90.25% screen-to-body ratio. It means that the phone is almost bezel-less, meaning giving you the best full-view display possible dito sa phone na ito. And I really love it. And watching video on this phone, it's really nice. It's really a treat since laki nga ng kanyang screen display. Now, I love the way how I was able to watch some videos here. The display is big, and watching YouTube, watching Netflix here is definitely a treat. So, the colors are punchy. Of course, don't expect naman na kasing ganda siya ng AMOLED. Yung display na dito is already good. But going under the direct sunlight, masasabi ko siya okay naman kanyang display. Nababasa ko naman ng mga text dito, and of course, watching some videos under the direct sunlight, okay naman. But there are sometimes sa pagdating na sobrang sikat ng araw, medyo nahirapan na ako magbasa dito dahil yung sunlight sobrang kumokontra na sa screen. But of course, punta na kayo sa kunting dilim, okay na okay pa naman ito. Now, one of my favorite things to do dito is of course using dark mode on this one. It is right now using the EMUI 12 and smooth ang kanang UI. I have no problem. Browsing through this one is definitely okay. Right now, I'm running EMUI version 12.0.0. I can say na smooth ang UI niya. Even though na just 60 Hz ang kanyang screen refresh rate, okay naman siya. I didn't feel any lags. Hindi naman siya naiiwan naman. But of course, if you have a 90 Hz of screen refresh rate, but hindi. But of course, this is basically a budget series, so I don't really expect na magkakaroon siya ng 90 Hz of screen refresh rate. Now, moving over to Antutu Benchmark, this one was able to score near 200,000 points. And the high silicon Kirin 710 is definitely a performer sa kanyang budget range. Now, itong phone na ito rocks only one single firing loudspeaker down here sa ilalim. And gusto ko i-try pakinggan natin kung gaano kalakas nga ba itong speaker na ito. Would it be able to satisfy me or not? Or should I use the audio jack na still available dito sa phone na ito? Tara, pakinggan natin.
Hey, yo, Parrish, this shit high, boy. Shawty get to the vibe, yeah, I had to put her on. Bought a two-seater, yeah, we headed for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping on a stunt. Oh, living lively. Everybody tryna ride my wave, they can ride me. Pull up in a front.
So after ko magpatugtog ng non-copyrighted music dito and of course playing some music on Spotify, I can say, okay, balance ang kanyang sound and hindi siya ganun kalakasan and of course definitely hindi siya ganun kahinaan. Normal lang siya. I can say na nakaka-enjoy naman listening to music on the loudspeaker, but there are times na if you want to be more immersive, feel more immersive sa inyong watching ng videos, sa inyong playing ng games, I would suggest still use the audio jack. If you have your favorite headphones, kabitin nyo, I'm sure na mas nakaka-enjoy nga talaga siya. Now, speaking of games, I was able to play Call of Duty Mobile dito sa phone na ito. And this is the settings na kaya nitong phone na ito. Nilagay ko siya sa medium setting just to be sure para hindi siya mag-frame drop, hindi siya mag-lag. And during the gameplay, okay naman siya. And I was able to enjoy playing the game for roughly mga isa't kalating oras. And I was able to win some tournaments and keep on going and going dito sa game na ito as I was able to enjoy. The screen is definitely big and I was able to maximize it since mas malaki aking field of view. Definitely better ang advantage ko dito when playing this game. Now, probably one of the problem dito is, well, naglalag nga siya and sometimes medyo nafe-feel ko ang kanyang frame drops dito sa phone na ito. And of course, I don't really expect it to perform like any flagship, but it was able to gain. Ang payo ko lang is just lower your expectation a bit para hindi kayo ma-disappoint dito sa phone na ito while playing games. But overall, I can say this phone can game, but not to the highest level. Now, pag-usapan muna natin ang kanyang triple camera setup. It has a 48MP na main sensor, 5MP na ultra-wide lens, 2MP na depth sensor. And sa harap, meron siya 8MP na front-facing camera. So I was able to bring this outdoors and take some photos. The outdoor shots are definitely good. It was able to give me some punchy photos, definitely, kasi, well, it should be able to perform dahil alam naman natin si Huawei makes good cameras and this one is no exception kahit budget series. Na pagdating naman sa indoors, masasabi ko it's a hit and it's a miss. Sometimes okay, sometimes hindi. When you have good lightings indoors, okay ang kanyang mga photos. But if you're a little bit on the darker side, medyo mafe-feel mo, medyo grainy na yung mga photos. Now, taking a quick look sa kanyang selfie camera, I can say okay naman siya when you're taking photos outdoors, crisp naman siya. But when you're taking photos indoors, well, I can say na medyo sometimes nahirapan siya dahil sa low light. But overall, it's still a good camera. Now, taking some videos here is quite good. I wasn't expecting na stable ang kanyang rear camera. Sa harap, medyo a little bit shaky. But this one, you can use it pretty legit sa mga Zoom meetings, sa mga Viber video call, and some other video chat app that you have. And if you love taking videos for TikTok, I'm sure this one, kayang-kaya niya. Napag-usapan naman natin one of the highlight of this phone, the battery. 6,000 mAh of battery. Sobrang laki, guys. Probably one of the first from Huawei I have yet to remember na merong Huawei device na nagkakarga ng 6,000 mAh. Not as of what I recall. And this one probably is one of the first kay Huawei having such a huge battery. And sabi nga ni Huawei, this one, you only need to charge twice a week para din sa phone na ito. It's pretty big, I know. And the Kirin 710 is a battery efficient na chip. I was able to test this one out for roughly a week already here sa aking channel. And, well, the 22.5 watts of fast charger, roughly, I was able to finish charging the 6,000 mAh of battery from 0 to 100 in roughly 2.5 hours or a little bit more. And ito nga, meron siya low battery mode for maximum 12-hour standby. Meron din siyang standby mode to become your portable reserve charger. And did you know na itong phone na ito, kargahan mo lang 10 minutes, pwede ka na manood ng 3 hours of videos dito. And it's really something that is catchy for the youth. Now, I know na ang mga youth right now, mahilig sila sa videos, mahilig mag-TikTok, mahilig mag-Facebook, mahilig mag-play ng games. Especially the youth nowadays, they want productive na smartphone. And this one, the Huawei Y70, definitely can cater as it was able to last me more than 2 days on normal usage dito sa phone na ito. After 2 days, I can say na my phone still has 32% of battery. Imagine, well, throughout the 2 days, anong ginawa ko? Facebook, TikTok, then of course, playing a little bit mild games, Call of Duty Mobile, watching videos on YouTube, and, well, doing some Zoom calls and taking some normal phone calls dito sa phone na ito. And most of the time, I was on Wi-Fi. Not too much on the mobile data kasi most of the time nasa office naman ako. So, naka-Wi-Fi ako. So, mas matipid siya as compared sa using mobile data the whole day. Probably it will drain the battery a little bit faster. Now, pag sinabi ni Huawei that it can last you for 2 weeks, most of the time, the phone is on standby mode. Well, you can browse, you can watch videos, and you can also set the brightness to a little bit below 50% para matipid. Turn off GPS, turn off the things that you don't need here para makatipid kayo ng more battery dito sa phone na ito. Probably I know that it can achieve, but honestly, I haven't reached that level yet. Maybe kung na-reach na level na 3.5 days na walang charging, comment on the comment section below para malaman na ating ibang viewers na kaya achieve na 3.5 days kaya na i-survive na walang charging. But definitely, pag sinabi ni Huawei na kaya mo magtagal ng 3.5 days na walang charging, well, I'm sure it's definitely awesome for any youth out there. Now, if you want to let your battery last you longer, I think this one is the key. The power saving mode will definitely extend your battery beyond 3 days. Now guys, probably the only thing na hindi ko pa nasasabi sa inyo is the price of this phone. The Huawei Nova Y70 is... Now, probably the only thing na hindi ko pa nasasabi sa inyo is the price of this phone. The Huawei Y70 na may 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage is right now priced at $9,999. And I'll be posting the link on the description box below kung saan nyo pwede mabili na from the Huawei official store, from Shopee, and sa Lazada. Now, if you're asking me kung na-impress nga ba ako dito sa phone na ito with that price range, I can say okay siya. In terms of the viewing angle ng screen niya, it's definitely big. Okay siya pang nood ng videos. Okay din siya for gaming. But of course, the chip is not really that much of a gaming chip. It can game, but of course not to the highest level of my expectation. Now, the battery is definitely the key selling point of this phone. Ang laki, 6,000 mAh. It can last me beyond 2 days, which is definitely awesome. And of course, awesome din sa mga youth these days. Gusto nila tumatagal ang battery. And another thing is yung kanyang camera is okay, average. You can take in some nice photo shots given na okay ang lighting. And the last thing that I like is hindi siya masyadong mabigat physically and sa iyong bulsa. Now guys, kung nagustuhan nyo itong video ito, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, subscribe na rin kayo sa aking channel para hindi mo miss mga future videos, future uploads ko dito sa aking channel. And so, ako nga pala si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick! What's up?